dear friends. So today we have day 3 and the task 2 in the English school and the English intensive MaryLand. So, as you might have guessed, the topic of our today's task will be listening time. And before I start explaining and you completing the task, I would like to give you my personal tips on listening. So let's begin. The first tip that is very useful is watching the serials and sitcoms, especially different accents. Try to choose American, British, Canadian, Australian, whoever it is, or from wherever it is. Just try to listen to different accents so that your ears get trained and get accustomed to the different kinds of pronunciation. Tip number 2. Watch without subtitles. At least for the first time when you're watching something, watch without subtitles. Try to understand, to get attentive. Try your ears to understand what is being said in this or that sitcom, serial, or video. Only after you have watched it, I recommend you to, the second time you can watch the subtitles. Try to follow what you guessed, what you understood, what you didn't understand. Tip number 3, watch, stop, repeat. This is a nice tip that I recommend you to use. You're watching something, then make a pause after the sentence. Try to repeat the sentence and then again and again till the end of the video. Tip number 4. You can write down the whole story bit by bit. You listen to the story, you make a pause, you write it down. You make a pause, you write it down, and then till the end, and then come back. Try to listen one more time and check what you have written. And then you can watch the script of the subtitles to check if you were right. Tip number 5. Listen to a variety of radio stories, podcasts, BBC News. I used to do it when I was a student. TED Talk videos, very bright, smart speakers sharing their stories on a variety of subjects, and you can listen to different accents as well from here. And after that, you can even find a script that you can read out loud, trying to imitate the intonation and the pronunciation of the speaker, of the TED Talk speaker, for instance. Listen to the dialects, listen to the stories, and try to find yourself a teacher that you can follow. It can be the blogger, the traveler, perhaps a sportsman that you're watching the videos every day and you're learning these pattern phrases that they're using most of the time that you can borrow for your vocabulary baggage as well. Tip number 7, listen to the songs and try to understand what these songs are about. Try to sing with the singer as well. Find the lyrics, follow the words and sing with the singer. I usually recommend to my students to sing the songs of Eminem because he's pretty fast. His speech is so fast that the students' pronunciation is training a lot and they can catch up with his speed and thus develop their faster communicational ability. So it's listening and speaking and singing at the same time. You can do it in any place you wish to. It can be the bus, the plane, the tram, at the tram stop when you're waiting, or even in the toilet when you have to spend quite a long time. So try to use this possibility to listen all the time. Expose yourself to all this English language all around you. Communicate with the foreigners. You can do it either online, or you can find yourself an offline teacher, not the teacher, just a person who lives in your city, and just to communicate with him. You can teach him Ukrainian, he can teach you English, or you can just go for a cup of coffee, just hang out and talk about life, and thus you can practice your listening and speaking abilities as well. Of course, travel. Listen to different accents, pronunciation types. Get accustomed to this diversity of the accents. There are plenty of websites on the internet like these tests, IELTS, TOEFL, that you can practice taking this test, and thus you can train these British or American or Canadian accents, and at the same time you can do the test. Perhaps in future you will need to take this test and to go study abroad or to go work abroad. You never know. If you start now, you will be armed, and you will be super perceptible and super perceptive to anything. If you have any tips connected with listening, please post them in your completed task. And the task for you today will be you need to follow the link of the TED Talks video. Find the one that you love the most. It can be any topic from business to science, technology, arts, theater, whatever it is. And you, from 5 to 20 minutes, and you can share the best tips or advice, recommendations, features, suggestions, whatever it is, just experience, summing up this experience that you have been introduced with through the video. And write about it. You can write about it or shoot a video like me telling about it, or in any form you like, you can do this. If you have any questions, you can always address me. I hope you enjoyed, and let's listen all the time. It's a beautiful language and beautiful English accents. I just admire them and adore them. It's so like someone's kissing you. Okay, have a beautiful day and see you soon.